This is your explanation for your assignment 2, what percent increase or decrease. We're going to be doing the two yellow ones that are highlighted on this page for you. Very simple. The actual answer is always going to be the difference divided by the original amount, and that will give you your percent increase or decrease. Difference means a subtraction problem, and the original amount literally says on your page original number, and it gives you a number. In the case of the first one, it's 35. Alright, so let's talk about this. How do we find the difference then? Well, on the first one it's 35, and then the final price ends up being 85. Okay, so the difference is subtraction. So what's 85 minus 35? Well, 85 minus 35 is 50. So that's your difference. And my original was 35. So that means 50 divided by 35. So on your calculator, you literally do 50 divided by 35. Okay, so what is 50 divided by 35? 1.428. Keeps going. Okay, so obviously, if you go back and look at your page there, if we start at $35 and we end up at $85, obviously that's an increase, obviously. Okay, so the question is, what is 1.428 as a percent? Well, what we do is we bump this two places over, and it means it is 142.8% increase. And so what you would do is, next to the percent increase line, you would write 142.8%. Okay, let's look at the next one. Your original price is 50. You end up at 85. Obviously, that's going to be an increase. But the first job we have to do is find the difference, which is going to be 85 minus 50 is 35. And how do we solve it? The difference, 35, divided by the original amount, which is 50. Okay. So, what is 35 divided by 50? It is 0.7, or 70%. Alright, so, once again, you started at 50, you ended up at 85, which represents a 70% increase, which is what you need to write next to the increase line there on the second yellow one. You need to do each problem the exact same way. First, find the difference, and you do that obviously by subtracting the two numbers or finding how much is between them, and then you always divide the difference by the original amount. Okay, sometimes you're going to get numbers that look like 2.5678. If you end up with a number like that, then your percent is to bump it two places to the right. So that would be 256.78. What if you divide your original amount by your difference? I'm sorry, that was exactly the opposite of what I was supposed to say. What if you divide your difference by your original amount, and you end up with something like 67.426? You still move it two places to the right. That would just be 6,742.6%. So just keep that in mind. I'm going to show you one more example. Let's say you started out at $20 and you ended up at $450. Well, so my difference is going to be 450 minus 20. So 450 minus 20 is 430. So that's my difference. 430, my original amount was 20. So 430 divided by 20 is 21.5. So what do I do with this? Well, I still have to move my decimal 2 places to the right, and 21.5 would be 1, 2. So I got to put a 0 there. So that's 2,150% increase. It's a big increase. Big increase. But that's how you do it. So if you end up with a division problem, if you end up with an answer to your division problem that is like big, like 1.246 or 24.762, your job is always to move it 2 spaces to the right. And that's your percent. So this would be 214.6%. This would be 2,476.2%. Anyway, good luck on that.